Hi, it's JJ DiGeronimo, the president of Tech Savvy Women and founder of Women in STEM video series. Thank you for joining me. Today is a special edition. Today we're actually going to talk about 5 things I wish I knew about project management when I started my STEM career. My career started back in the mid-90s. I obtained a computer science degree, and then I moved into a high-tech consulting firm where I did infrastructure work throughout the whole country, South America and Europe. And throughout my career, I have managed projects big and small, both nationally and globally. And there are 5 key lessons that I wish I knew early in my career that I'm going to share with you today. So the first one I'm going to share is technology is the easiest part. This is so interesting because I really spent so much time initially in the beginning of my career assessing technologies, testing it out, and it's always important to pick the technology that best suits the project that you have. But what I learned out later in my career is that the technology is often the easiest part of the project. In fact, getting people reskilled on the technology, getting the proper data to put into the new software package to actually make it work effectively for the organization. And then updating the processes and procedures so that this new technology actually meets all of the criteria and actually allows you to achieve the business goal, which ultimately helps the bottom line in some way. So really getting ahead of the people and process aspect is really critical to the project. And in fact, integrating these people into the project decisions and selections often helps with buy-in and really helps them make sure that the right people are at the table so that you can get the project done, which once the technology is chosen. The second one is getting buy-in before you get to the conference room table, which really dovetails on one of my earlier points in that you need to get buy-in from key people in the organization. And I have learned not to do this in the conference room. And in fact, if you have key decisions that need to be made in the conference room, you actually should be going around to each of their offices, scheduling coffee meetings or even lunch meetings to discuss why this is a great direction for the company, what this project will do for the company, and what buy-in you need, not only from a verbal buy-in, but the support, people support, and possibly getting new processes created or adjusted. And so it's really important to make your way around the organization for key people that are going to determine the success of the project or that you need buy-in from before you get to the conference table, so that when you get to the conference table in these key meetings and you bring up the topic, it's not new to any of the key decision makers or influencers. People are going to influence the decision. It's actually something they've heard before. They're often more comfortable with it and will support you in a big group. The third thing that I would really wish I had known is learning how to sell. This is something that came later in my career where I got formal sales training, but earlier it would have been very helpful because ideally, regardless of what your title is, you're always selling, always selling. You're selling your ideas, your projects, you're trying to get buy-in for budget, and it's a really critical piece to any good project management is making sure that you know how to sell and position the project in a way that's beneficial not only to your team, but the other people involved so that you can meet the objectives and endpoint. The fourth thing is making friends across the organization. Making friends across the organization is critical to do up front. Often you need people in finance, legal, marketing, PR to really help you launch this program or this project. And so obtaining friends across the organization is really critical to good project management because you don't want to be meeting people exactly at the point you need them. You want to have a relationship before you need them so that you can effectively move your project forward. So making sure you don't go to lunch by yourself. Invite new people to go to lunch, meet people for coffee, establish 15-minute office visits so that you get to know people across your organization so that you can make effective recommendations to the organization and also get the right team in place when you're starting really critical projects. And then finally, my fifth tip is treat your vendors well. Treat your vendors well. This is a critical aspect to not only your career, but also your network and where you'll go. Your vendors are key to many projects. They come with resources, knowledge, expertise, and if you treat your vendors well, they often will give you extra help and processes. They'll give you extra help with people. They'll give you the data you need. They'll fly experts in. And, there's such collaboration that can happen with your vendors. They have such a vast network and often have deployed it many times before that they can give you lessons learned and really critical tips to making sure that your project goes smoothly. I've been with many people that have not been kind to their vendors, and their vendors don't go the extra mile to help them. Treat your vendors well, become friends with them, understand what they have to offer, and then what can you do for them in return? What references can you give them? What help can you give them that they need to push their career forward? So these are 5 tips that I have learned throughout my career. Technology is often the easiest part. Get buy-in before you get to the conference table. Learn how to sell. Make friends across the organization, and treat your vendors well. These are all critical things to really ensuring a successful project, and I hope this video was helpful for you today. I look forward to sharing more knowledge across our network, and if you are a woman in STEM that would like to share your story, we hope you will contact us. Thank you for listening in, and have a great day.